It is time for some FACEIT League. Hive Mind Hamsters taking on Aurora Noctis here tonight. Hamsters are going to be without Icy, unfortunately. Icy, apparently out in the middle of nowhere, or not at their normal setup. Was going to try to play on a laptop, I believe, when I was talking to them over Twitter. It turns out, like, I saw him put a post up, you know, right when I made my go live post about you're not able to make it work, couldn't get it below 250 ping. So, you know, a little bit of a hamstrung Hamsters here tonight. Pull up our standings, see how our teams are doing so far. Obviously, we're early here in Season 5. We're in Week 2 of our 8-week season. Both these teams have been in FACEIT League for quite some time. Hive Mind Hamsters have been in all 5 seasons. They have actually been an expert from day one, if memory serves. They were the always typing squad originally. Managed to maintain their spot in expert, which is important, which is great. But as you can see, as I'm kind of flipping through the seasons here, I've never managed to break the 500 and make it into top 16 and make postseason. So definitely, I think that's, one of the goals here for Hamsters this season. And you know what? So far, they've already got a winning record. They got a 2-1 start. They did drop a match to Ultimension here earlier this week. But, a chance to extend that today, despite missing Icy on the battlefield. Aurora Noctis also coming in 2-1. Noctis have been around since Season 2. Were just previously known as Aurora, either just Aurora Esports. So the logo and name are new this season. But the squad has been around for a hot minute now. Some interesting additions on this roster. This roster could be mighty strong. Looking at this Aurora roster, this roster looks pretty nasty with our Lanton, Nodi. I mean, you got Phone, Ginja on the bench as well. Juven's going to be leading the way here. Soap, and Nova, I believe, are going to be your back line? Question mark? But this looks like a pretty nasty team. Definitely some new pickups coming into Season 5. All right, it's going to be a Busan pick out of Hamsters. Noctis going to be starting on the right-hand side. So, hey, that's good. We can keep that up. Freya band coming through here from Hamsters. And so our ex-players keep playing against us? Oh, flexcation. Those rat bastards. Autoband coming through from Aurora Noctis. For Hamsters is a team that never been able to find a winning record. The 5th season here in Expert Division. Starting off 3-1 would be a hell of a good entry into breaking that trend. And definitely feels a lot better than a 2-2 record. So opportunity there for both of our squads here tonight. It's kind of nice having a new map pool, getting to see things like Busan again. I am already missing Lijiang Tower a little bit, but it's okay. We've seen plenty of Lijiang Tower over the past 9 years. We are almost exactly 9 years. We're about a week away from the release date. Anyway, have like an Overwatch anniversary party. Oh, it's Nodi and Juven are your DPS, duh. Well, I don't know why I was thinking it was Nodi and Arlanta. Of course it's Juven. Ooh, Nodi already in a lot of trouble. Picky's gonna find that kill. Meanwhile, let's cut back up top. Where Arturo Macher is trying to take some space. Juven's already come in on the wide. Flick though, looped all the way around the front line of Dear Girl and Hamsters. And despite, the transfer going down first, Nodi's going to go ahead and swap over to a Genji, as a matter of fact. Juven putting up 80% worth of damage there throughout that fight. Diargo trying to beat Juven back into it. Juven stays in the back line, is able to find Picky. Pushing up, trying to help out Nova, who's just going all the way down the stairs. But Juven's got all the cover you need. Woo! Catches Derek Earl with the fan, the hammer. Another great fight there from Juven. Juven already, look at the damage output from the Cassidy. 7-1, already 2k damage. Unk being Gilgamesh here. Oh, but Gilgamesh get ran over there by Nova's Annihilation. Nova's going to pursue down into the small runes. We'll just go ahead and let Hamsters disengage. Didn't want to try to push through the Z. Wise move. Conservative use of the ultimate. They're out of Nova. 65% counting on the board here for Noctis. Give me a speed ring rotation around to the other side. Deadeye available here for Gilgamesh. Pulse Bomb doesn't quite get it done. Picky looping around my high bar soap. Ooh. Meanwhile, Gilgamesh is going to pop a Deadeye there from the front line. Hamsters have been able to secure some high ground, and this Deadeye is only going to enable that. Moth is going to go down, getting this orbital ray onto the point, though. Juven coming up with another, pair of kills in the start of that fight. Nobody having to hide on the outside after the blade fades, but there's still enough sustain and punching power left on this point, a 100-0 here for Aurora Noctis to start this off. So Driven kind of taking over in the hit scan role, at least they're in the brawl matchup. I'm being shown Winston's from both sides here with Lucio Curies. Driven thought about a Widowmaker, ends up in the Ash. I think Tyro's trying to find Juven. Oh, okay. Ends up having to fall back towards theater, and that's just enough time for Juven to find an opening headshot. It's going to have the range advantage over Gilgamesh on the other side, playing the Sojourn. Meanwhile, Nodi's just going to go chase down a Lucio in the back line. Whoop, Juven with the coach got away, landing some keen shots there, but none of them to the dome one. Still, Dear Girl forced to come back to point, and we get an opening cap here from Noctis. Nova able to find picks off screen while all that was happening. Left side push and try to close this gap. Jumping across the open, see if they can secure Hotel, but it's just not safe out there. Has to fall back. There's just no room to work. Keep an eye on Gilgamesh here. The opening pick here with the Sojourn could just unlock this whole thing. Low health bars. Oh my goodness. Barsoap and Juven both landing shots from range. Barsoap coming in, finds Seal CEO. Nice tracking there. Love the lead on that. Make sure all three of those Cheerios land. Nova comes up with 3, and Noctis maintain control. I don't know how I feel about this skin. There's something about Winston with, like, human toned skin that's just very strange to me. The Hamsters not playing ball is such a disgrace. Valid. Kitsune Rush, Pulse Bomb, all falling a bit flat here. I say that. Gilgamesh is able to pick up 2. 3v2 favoring Noctis on this point. Dilgo with the Primal, and there is a Sound Barrier available here. Bar Subs already got used. Nice little juggle on to Nova, but Nova does have their own ultimate here to continue to push this point up to 99%. Silco still holding on to this Sound Barrier. I think waiting for more of the team to get back, trying to find max value with it. Nice little rundown onto Arlanta, but they'll take the Sound Barrier back into the spawn with them. I will say Hamsters managed to flip the point throughout all this. Nice aim from Picky. He's going to force a recall out. Juven has Mr. Butler on the point. Oh, and the accuracy to find Dear Girl off the jump. Oh, Moth is even going to fall to the bomb. Juven had Picky on lock. Soko's going to throw down that sound barrier now. Coming back to the point with just 3 people. Overclock and play as well. One shot from Gilgamesh lands. Ooh! There's the second. Take Juven down, turn the corner. A good one onto Arlana, and the jab for the finish. Gilgamesh finding 2 in here. The Pulse Bomb trying to help out in their cause, but Bar Soap eventually wins that out. We do get Dear Girl on a Wrecking Ball. So we have Hamsters on Hamsters. The summer pick out of Juven. Bar Soap putting the duel over CEO, and that is just gonna be the map. Dear Girl under too much pressure. The Noctis take a swift win here on Busan. I don't know what you're talking about. My timing was perfect. You didn't see a lobby. The Hamsters certainly look better in the Winston comp. Oh, okay. We're gonna get a circuit pick. Interesting. Interesting. Of the escort maps to pick. Going into circuit, I mean, it's either gonna be Brawl or Poke. You know, we've seen more Ramattra on this map than anything else in recent memory. Maybe Risa as well, but still not kind of that Brawl mindset, that Brawl vein of things. We're gonna get a side swap. Go ahead and get that fixed for you. But you banning out here, Hamsters? So you banning out? I appreciate everybody's support on the stream. Goal this season is to actually make partner, believe it or not. There's gonna be an Orisa ban coming through. And I will say, if we can make partner, then we open up the ability to have 8,000 bitrate streams. We can actually improve the quality of our streams if we're able to make partners. So, a worthy goal for this season. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's what I like to hear, Icy. Says, I'm still printing Hamsters. I don't care. This is what I like to hear. Noctis taking their time on their vote. I don't know, maybe just burning the timer here. Let's take a look at the some stats there from map 1. No, yeah, it felt pretty one-sided. The stats do reflect that. Juven actually leading the team in deaths. What are you doing, Juven? What are you doing? What's up with these 4 deaths? Unacceptable. Nova leading in damage and elims. 23-1 with just shy of 10k damage there in that first map. A Widow ban. They're out of Noctis. Interesting. All right, let's get into map 2.
Isn't my boss. I call the shots as much as he does.
Your self-importance is irksome.
No subs on either side. Juven coming out. Now in the Freya, since it's no longer banned, we did have Hamsters banning that out there in map 1. So it talks about, you know, we've seen a lot of Oasis or Ramattra here. And, well, the Oasis gets banned out from Hamsters. Both teams showing us the Ram right out of the gate. Picky with the interesting pick onto the far, and then, of course, with the Zenyatta as well. You're looking at a Zen Juno backline. This is a very vulnerable backline. But a lot of, a lot of damage output, a lot of numbers output, both heal and damage. But super vulnerable. I put Preds up. Damn it, I say I put Preds up. There you go. Bet with your soul. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Sorry, bud. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Hit scan equals respawn simulator. Don't worry about it. I mean, you know what? I thought that was just me. I thought that's just how I played hit scan. Defense playing just very steady. Nothing too overly aggressive. We did get a pick on the Juven, who has since swapped off of the Freya and has moved on to an Ashe in returning. Oh, good dynamite, good shots. Pick a Gilgamesh out of the air. Another pair of shots on the Picky. You're gonna find Moth too, and Seal CEO. Oh, you're gonna be the ace. Juven's already just lit up the entire fade. And staring at our Orlando saying, hey, you stole my ace. You stole my ace. They get close to Barrage. And has got a lot of space. Great conk. But Nova's nanoed, so it ends up just being a blessing for Nova as they get launched right into Seal CEO, immediately picking up that kill. Here comes the Barrage over the top. We've got the crowd freeze used to keep the May alive, but Barsoap has no such cooldowns. Juven's still in this battlefield, though, and still as accurate as ever. Moth is there to put him down in a very bloody back-and-forth fight. Neither team with tanks in this fight. Yeah, it was very whittled down as far as reinforcements for both sides. Nova and Deer Girl showing back up almost simultaneously. Blizzard thrown out. That's going to put Deer Girl into a bad spot. Was counting on that annihilation to be able to hold the line here. Cannot use it with that Blizzard up. I don't know why I'm saying here so much today. That's weird. No, you don't apologize, Icy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I appreciate you being here to support your squad. I love this skin so much. This is one of my favorite skins I don't have. I mean, not that I play a whole lot of Fire these days, but God, the sounds of this skin are just so good. Well, I'm gonna toss in here on the front line. Deer Girl's purple, though. So getting just no benefit from that orbital pop thrown in. OC out of Gilgamesh. Ooh, nice shot. Finds the head of Juven with the OC. It's after finding Barsoap, but a massive advantage now exacerbated from Deer Girl's annihilation. We're gonna finally get a cap here. It took the entirety of the time bank to make it happen. In fact, you can hear the tense music coming in. We might get a recon. Okay, they thought about it. You saw Nova put eyes out there and start sprinting that direction. They thought about it. Juven is kind of nasty. I mean, it's hard to argue with that. We've gone into a full May Sim setup here to try to hold the chicane. God, even with right clicks, Juven is nasty. Let's check out this Barrage. Barsoap picked off once again very early in the fight. Liana certainly a crux of this defense. Blizzard thrown in from Nodi. Where did the Blizzard go? Oh, it went down there. The pressure out of Deer Girl's not enough, I think, to give the edge over. Looked like Aurora were hopeful that they could kind of leverage that into a player advantage. Whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to stick the camera behind that. But drop down Nano will get the job done. Just under a minute and a half remaining. Jokerilla, thank you for the follow. Starting to think the hamster is locked in his cage. Yeah, I mean, it's entirely possible. It's entirely possible. Rumatra is not letting the hamster out to play. Ooh, Juven was low. Picky wanted that direct. Couldn't quite light it up. It's still dancing right here on the edge of danger. Nice little bunched up group of Noctis players there over in the corner. Picky knows it. A lot of ultimates available for this defense. They're going to open up with a orbital combined with a photon barrier. Very defensive fight. Nova's able to dance around this barrier, pick up a few kills. Down to 30 seconds to go. Now, Hamsters have managed to bank up a few ultimates throughout this past minute or so. Gilgamesh in a fight on the stairs. Yes, needs to make it. Gets it. Annihilation is in play here from Dear Girl. Nova still has one to work with. This is going to pop it on the point. Blizzard is up. Dear Girl's frozen stiff, but some great heals coming through. Moth is able to get this Transcendence in play. So despite Seal Girl sleeping on the job, or Seal CEO sleeping on the job, Transcendence is enough to keep this cart rolling. Juven on the cast, tries to come out for the wide angle. The barrage is just going to shut that down. Dear Girl did eat a Bionade. It was forced to kind of back up around the corner for a moment, but once that fades, here comes the pressure just slowly squeezing down on the choke, and that'll be the cap. Once again, it takes almost the entirety of the time bank to do it, but Hamsters get it over the line. They get, a little bit of breathing room, some extra time on the bank. Aw, Juno's so sweet. Like, what a warm-hearted hero. Yeah, just a kind-hearted hero. Like, oh, I will fix that. Whoa. Seal CEO eating a lot of Doritos. And I must say, I think Juven must have been putting in some pressure on this high ground. Because the way Nova was positioned, it felt like it could have been an easy rundown, but you just get the Hamsters backing away because they could not close the gap. Too dangerous to try to find this against Juven. Now Picky spending some cooldowns to make a move up there. Actually spent everything they had to make a move up there. But Nova got nanoed, gets 3. 20 seconds remaining. Time running out here for the Hamsters. Looking for the touch. Doesn't quite get there. Y'all be sure to tune in tomorrow. I've got I will have EBA and NA matches going on for you, but I'm gonna debut a kind of a weekly recap. I'm gonna start doing every Friday. So look for that to happen just after EMEA is done. So I'm gonna start doing that every week. I would like to get just kind of a weekly video so make it easy for people to kind of keep up what's going on. Maybe we can highlight, some important matches that happened off stream. This week, I'm going to take a look at some rosters from Master Division, since we'll have Master Division starting next week. So, y'all keep an eye out for that. Picky sticking with us far, Moss sticking with the Zenyatta, as the Hamsters go on the defense, try to tie up this series. Ooh, it's Nodi coming out on the Freya this time. Lands the opening bolt on the Moth. They are able to duck away, get some of that shield back. Hey, I also love the goofy little pinball. So I understand. I respect your girl for it. Oh, there's that shot. We saw Juven was trying to find that one earlier. Did not forget the elephant brain on Juven. Kind of had that one marked, locked in. Eventually, we'll find the pick on the Moth. This is going to open up Nova to be more aggressive here on the front line. Juven continues to click heads. Or at least bodies. Moth return time. Eat another bullet. This cart continues to roll. Good directs and the Discord land on to Nova. All the attention turns on to the tank on the front line. Juven goes down as Dear Girl pushed forward, and the Bolo is not able to keep it at bay. So, really nice defensive turnaround there as things were starting to feel a little bit desperate for the Hamsters. Everybody kind of turned their focus onto the Discord and Nova and really swung the tempo in that fight, making good use of their time to go. Uh-oh, Dear Girl's purple now, though. Ducking back around the shield, uses the Nemesis form as well. All cooldowns thrown in. Nova's able to find and killing a Moth through that. So while Dear Girl's hiding and trying to stay alive, the Zenyatta is vulnerable. And this will be enough for the cap. Whoa, Boomstocks. Whoa. Too far. Too far. Please CIA, don't kill me. Transcendence to counter the orbital ray out from Noctis. Bomb thrown in, and it's a 5v4. Dear Girl's gonna pop the annihilation, as is Nova. Gilgamesh somehow gets caught on that. I believe it was on stairs. There comes Picky in over the top. The barrage is good enough. But Juven gets the shots in to make it a dangerous trade. And has the, well, I mean, it has the accuracy, has the bullets to finish everybody. Now box of victory within sights. Beautiful shot on the Gilgamesh's dome. Turns the corner to find support. Still CEO lucky to honestly still be standing or floating, whichever the case may be. Picky on Genji to try to make this stop. We do get the contest. Less than a meter to go at this point. Gilgamesh swings wide with an overclock. Finds that shot onto Nodi, but the cap comes through. It was so close. I saw the vision. And even got a couple picks there. Oh, I see. It's just a matter of circumstance. You know, not much you could do about it. It is okay. It is okay. Aurora Noctis will go up 2-0 here, though. Yeah. There's 4K here in the beginning. Juve with some nasty accuracy. Hard to deny that. Hard to deny that. So Hollywood pick here out of Hamsters. Ooh, okay. Okay. I like it. I thought that Dear Girl actually, well, no, I mean, just kind of the entire team looked a little bit better in the Winston than they did in the Ramatra, to be honest. Now, I mean, maybe that is, you know, just my poor man brain trying to assess it, but You know, you can go back into the Winston here on Hollywood. Now, do we have a protect ban coming in? Do they, maybe ban a diva or something like that to try to protect the Winston? Is that even the play at all? Are we going to see Jurgirl pull out a hamster here? Or even, want us play the diva in their own right or something? Not sure, but we do know we got a carry ban coming through from the Hamsters. All right, let's go look at some stats there from map 2. Once again, Nova is your elim and damage leader at 34 and 4. Juven with a great map, 13k damage. Barely beating out Picky, honestly. Just barely beating out Picky as far as damage dealt for DPS. All right, you can hear the Hollywood music loading in. It is a Wrecking Ball band coming through from the other side. So, unfortunately, Boomstocks, you will not get your hamster on this one. You will not get your hamster on this one. All right, let's get you some Preds. Let's get into Hollywood. It's time for map 3. Ah, no, Boomstocks. Poor hamster in jail. Okay, with the Kiri banned out, it's going to be, Brigana from both sides. Not terribly surprising here. Both teams going into the Winston comps. Mirroring the Freya Tracer as well. That stick from Picky lost for a good opener, but Juven's able to strike back twofold. Woo! The swing around. Dear Girl's low. Nova will find the pick. I'll sleep full of sadness. Aww. Nice assassination out of Gilgamesh. Juven, who has just been such a thorn in the hamster's side. Now watching a respawn timer, you got an opportunity here for a 5v4. Big Purple landed from Orlanta, but they are a bit low in their own right. Ooh, is Zergo going to be able to get out of that precarious position? Nade has to be used defensively. Juven tosses in the bolo from long range. Oh, what a sleep from Orlanta. Able to get around the bubble, and that's the end of Dear Girl. We're already 90 seconds into this attack. Oh, I'm sorry, Castor Boomstock. You know what? I will go play some hamster after this point. Oh, one of these days I'll, actually stream my games. Not that anybody wants to see that. Dear Girl's in trouble. Yeah, I mean, he manages to get a kill on Orlanta. I don't know that that's going to be another. Ooh! Juven dies to their own shots? This has just got wild. Okay, the chaos is kind of settled here for a moment. Defense stabilizing, refortifying top cafe. Good anti-nade lands from Moth, but they ate one as well from Orlanta while that was happening. So Moth now out of the picture. No nano here to top off Deer Girl. She's going to go ahead and pop the Primal, down 2 in this fight. Nodi extending that deficit to 3. Chase into the corner, but too much pressure from the other side, including a bolo thrown in from Juven. Orlando's really just getting these nades in, timing them perfectly. There's one that's a boop sleep onto Deer Girl. They do manage to come back up top with the nano boost. Half of it had already faded through the boop and sleep, but still managed to find both supports. And the best attempt so far, the first nano engage here in this opening 4 minutes. Juven's still lurking on the stairwell, but Moth will put an end to that. Now all eyes focus forward. We get to continue on through Hollywood. Nice anti-lands onto Orlanta and Nova. Here comes Picky trying to follow up on that. Gilgamesh puts the stick in. All right, the Unk gets it done. Let's go, Unk. I mean, really, if I'm around, I'm the only Unk around, but still, you know. Ostrix and Golden Pants are both very impressive. Yeah, right click does self-damage, by the way. I assume that hit like a Winston bubble is kind of what that looked like. Like Juven hit a Winston bubble with that ultimate, with one of those shots previously. Does throw in a bolo here and a successful one at that. Although Picky is able to return fire at the very least. Here, let's go get some Noti Pop. Okay. Moth coming up on another nano, a bit ahead of Orlanta. Ooh, great sleep. Dodges the pulse. Everybody's there to make sure Nodi does not get that recall out. I gotta say, Ostrix and Golden Pants are both insanely good at Wrecking Ball. Both of them. But Nova waiting to dono wall the high ground. Rally kind of fading here from Sill CEO, as well as Deer Girl's Primal Rage. Deer Girl is fighting on the opposite rooftop while this is happening. Deer Girl's in a bit of trouble, getting chased. Gilgamesh able to win the battle down low, which will give card control. This is going to force a move. That move being the rally out of Bar Soap and the entirety of Noctis dropping onto the objective. Another great sleep lands out of Orlanta. Boss Nano has come and gone. Yeah, your supports are just confined over here on the side. DPS not getting any sustain. 15 seconds to go. Deer Girl on 1 health. We'll get taken down out Main Street. Meanwhile, the supports just... We're not allowed to leave. Quarantined. Gilgamesh not quite able to make it back. It's as far as Hamsters are get. Hope that push through point B will be enough to force a map 4 here. Dude, Orlanta's had several nasty sleeps through this map. And nades. Like, Orlanta's has kind of been the big hero of this map. Like, just gotta be honest. Like, even if Moth is able to get a nade in, Orlanta lands a nade directly onto Moth. So the attacking Hamsters in that particular fight, I mean, the Nano's not in that engagement, which they needed to keep Deer Girl alive, which they were counting on. Some impeccable sleeps, time and time again. I will say the boss sleep onto Nodi was pretty cool. That was pretty good. Oh yeah, that's what you just saw there, I see. Oh, Billy! Billy comes in with the sub for 53 months. Holy cow, man. Thank you for all the support over the years. Oh my goodness. And yes, I will be the featured co-streamer on Sunday. So I'll get the big raid after. I don't know. They haven't reached out to me about like being on broadcast or anything like that. But I will be co-streaming all day Sunday. All 4 of the teams that made it from FACEIT League Master into OWCS will be playing on Sunday. So their social media manager was like, hey, I think this would be like the perfect day to feature you. I was like, absolutely. I will never say no to that. Now, we talked about the impact Atlanta had on the defense there, so I don't blame Dear Girl for investing heavy to find that early pick. Unfortunately, she does not make it back to the point. Nodi ends up able to clean up down inside a cafe. Sounds like Juven and Nova are still pursuing some exit picks. Whoa. Five minutes to hold. Definitely doable. Nodi gets caught out back behind enemy lines and just kind of gets outgunned there. Dear Girl, I mean, speaking of behind enemy lines, Dear Girl is just like surviving over on this left-hand side. Not a place I normally recommend being as Winston, particularly not with a nanoed rallied raid boss coming at you. The small room has been cleared. And pressure going all the way to second rooftop. Noah dropping in. This is behind the box of victory. Primal Rage, both supports at half health. Give me a double bat on the seal, takes it down, catching Picky in the corner. You know, you just kind of got lucky. We're looking for the 2 supports, and you end up finding the Freya while you're at it. It's just a Primal like Dare Girl here to try to hold on. Oh, you do have Gilgamesh about 25 health. Nodi puts a stick down, finds Picky way back before they even emerge from the studio. Now, rally up from Still CEO. Try to hold this line. Moth has the nano, but wants to hold on to it. He's going to throw it in onto the brick. Dear Girl trying to bubble off the supports. See if they can keep Juven, you know, at a minimal impact on this fight. Nova does not get the bubble in time to fend off Picky's shot. And this defense stabilizes with just a handful of meters, separating them from defeat. Oh, that was 3 of the 4 shots landed on the Dear Girl. Just an enormous amount of damage. Didn't even have the second major perk unlocked until I get the 4th shot in. Oh, and that's just gonna do it. Nodi and Juven pop it off all day long in a swift final fight to close out the series. GG's all around. Aurora Noctis will take the 3-0, move up to 3-1 on the season. Hamsters will fall to 2-2, but yeah, I mean, still on track for their best season yet. No, nothing to hang your head about on that one, Hamsters. I know. You know, not having Icy in that fight was a bit tough. Hey, Gilgamesh made some good pop-off plays. Gilgamesh comes in having to fill, had at least 1 killer OC, had that good stick. You know, maybe had some good pop-off plays coming in as our sub today. But the story of the match, definitely, Aurora Noctis in general. Orlanta really kind of sealing the spotlight there in map 3. But overall, I mean, Juven and Nodi being just an unstoppable force. And then, of course, Nova there on the front line. I assume it had highest damage on all 3 maps. No, Juven actually takes most damage there in map 3. Nova did have fewest deaths. Only 2 deaths in the entirety of that Hollywood there on Winston. Nova with a spectacular series as well. You're looking at 7 deaths total in 3 maps there for Nova. So let's do some quick math here. 23 and 34 is going to be 57. 57, so 63, 83, 83 and 7 on the day there for Nova. 83 and 7. With rough math on this, we'll call that 12 and 16, so 28 plus another 10 since we rounded down before. So just shy of 40k damage, we'll say. Not the highest damage I've seen in 3 maps, but 84 and 7. That's pretty nasty. What a series there from Nova. And yeah, Aurora Noctis looking strong. This roster, hey, it was our first look at this roster on stream. An impressive debut. An impressive debut.